Nikon's about to release the much anticipated, much debated Nikon Z8, and they're going to release it alongside the Nikon Z6 Mark III. Details coming up, but first I encourage you to subscribe and choose all notifications so you're kept informed on the latest camera gear, news, and rumors. You won't find this rumor on Nikon Rumors. It comes from Canon Watch thanks to our friends over at digicami-info. Nikon might announce their next Z series mirrorless camera soon. We got some new intel, and it seems like the announcement will likely happen in August 2022. So great, we're getting two cameras, one of them being the Nikon Z8, the other being the Nikon Z6 Mark III, supposed to be happening in August. But if you'll just sit back a little bit and relax and just ponder for a moment, the Z8 is real. We're getting so much information coming on this camera. It's in testing. We're getting dates, although they're contradicting, and more on that later. It looks like the Nikon Z8 is real. Now, just a year ago, when I published my first video on rumored specifications for the Nikon Z8, I got a lot of feedback saying, why on earth would we want this Z8? Even with the specifications that I highlighted, a lot said, well, the Nikon Z7 has a 45 megapixel sensor. It shoots many frames per second. It's a really good stills camera. And that's true. But if you lined it up against the Canon EOS R5, it really fell flat on video. And you see, that's where I think there's an opportunity for the Nikon Z8 is to be a slightly better camera than the Canon EOS R5. Sadly, in this rumored specification notification from Canon Watch, also reported by Digicami, we didn't get any rumored specifications, and to me that's rather annoying. All we got is, well, stay tuned for more. However, let's go with my premise, as I've been saying all along, that the Nikon Z8 is going to be a slightly better camera in most regards than the Canon EOS R5. And if you're a Canon user, you own the Canon R5, this shouldn't be surprising because, well, the R5's been out for 2 years. 2 years in 3 days, it'll be 2 years since it was announced on July the 30th. Here's what I think is a shoo-in. I think it's going to have the same sensor and image processor as the Nikon Z9, so it's going to be capable of 45 megapixels, if I can get my words out, and that means it's going to be able to do 8K video. It's going to be able to do 8K oversampled 4K. The question is, are they going to keep it at 30 frames per second or bump it up to 60 frames per second? And I really think that Nikon's going to keep it at 30 frames per second. And the reason being simply is, well, they don't want to eat the Z9's lunch. So 8K RAW, might be Nikon RAW, and it's going to be at 30 frames per second. Other video modes, I would really love to see 8K oversampled 1080. That would be a really big boon. That would really help separate this camera over the Canon EOS R5. A lot of people still shoot in 1080, and to have razor sharp 1080, well, why would you want to see 100 or even see 200? So that's, and I know there's plenty of reasons to get a cinema camera. I was just being silly. Oversampled 1080 would be really good. Now, obviously, it's going to have slightly better dynamic range and ISO performance, and it's going to be able to shoot at least 20 frames per second as far as stills go. Might even push up a little bit more. The Canon R5 can shoot 20 frames per second. Other capabilities, oh yes, dual card slots. It's a given. It's going to have dual card slots. Are they going to pull a Canon and give us one CF Express Type B card slot and the other UHS 2 card slot, or are they going to give us dual card slots? I think they're going to do exactly what Canon did and give us dual card slots, but only one of them having CF Express. And as far as pricing goes, I think they're going to price it about $300 less than the Canon EOS R5. And the Canon EOS R5 is currently at $38.99 US. And autofocus performance, I think is going to be slightly better. I think it's going to more or less be on par with the Nikon Z9, but they're going to make some tweaks. Who knows? Maybe they'll even bring it's called UAP performance to this camera. Wouldn't that be great to have UAP performance? I think that would help sort of us shoot pretty well any random flying object in the air, whether it be a Frisbee, a dog, or heaven forbid, a person flying on a trampoline. I don't know. In those situations, head, torso, and eye detection is, well, not very accurate at best. Now let's go back to the date because there are some contradictions. The date is August 2022, which is next week, which is next month, and that's significant. Why? Well, you see, Nikon Rumors, which didn't come out with this story, said that the Nikon Z8 in a previous story is going to be coming out in the so distant future. So we've got a date saying this August, just a week away, and then we've got Nikon Rumors, which is the king of all things Nikon Rumors, is saying, yeah, no, that's not going to happen. It's going to be happening in the distant future. Now, one thing we know about the Nikon Z9 is orders are starting to catch up. You're able to purchase the Nikon Z9 and have it delivered within a couple of months now instead of waiting 6+ months. So as far as logistics goes for Nikon, they're able to get that Nikon Z9 out the door. And I think one of the biggest things holding them back was being able to get enough Nikon Z9s out the door to be able to manufacture Nikon Z8s and of course everything else they're manufacturing. So with the windows improving a little bit, that certainly allows it to come out a little bit sooner. But at this point, it's conjecture. We don't really know if it's going to happen this coming month or next month. So who do we trust? Well, according to Mirrorless Rumors, the poster of this rumor that we're talking about today is How to Fly. And they are considered a, quote, very reliable source. And Nikon will definitely announce a new camera in August. July was a very, very slow month. And you can see by the number of videos that I put out, I really didn't put out much at all. I think maybe 4 or 5 videos at best. And revenue in terms of clicks from YouTube is down by about a fifth. In fact, if it wasn't for the Canon EOS R6 and R5, R3, R7, and R10 firmware update, I probably would be under $200 for this month in revenue. And right now it looks like I'm pushing $6. It's amazing what a single story can do. So it looks like August is shaping up to be a much better month in terms of news. We still have rumored cameras supposed to be coming from Canon, such as an RP replacement, an EOS R replacement, the Canon EOS R5 high megapixel version kind of that camera. I really suspect those to start coming in September, but I do expect us to get some news announcements in August, at least rumors to start coming out, and maybe even rumors of the Canon EOS R1, some other cameras that are supposed to be coming out from Nikon, as well as other manufacturers such as Sony, Panasonic, and others. So August is going to be a really great month, and because I have the entire month of August off, I'm going to be there to be able to capture the news and get it out without missing a beat. Unless, of course, I go on vacation. So a really exciting August. The only question is, what camera is supposed to be coming out from Nikon in August? Is it going to be the much anticipated Nikon Z8? Is it going to be the Nikon Z6 Mark III? Or could it be another Nikon Z camera, another mirrorless camera by Nikon? But please keep in mind that these are rumors. They're not fact, and anything can change between now and August, which is, I know, only a week away. And even some information that is reported as rumors, this is coming directly from these companies. Sometimes things change and things get pushed. But if you want to stay up to date on the latest news and rumors, such as the Nikon Z8 or the much anticipated Nikon Z6 Mark III, or even Canon, Panasonic, Fuji, Pentax, or any other camera news, then make sure you subscribe. But please choose all notifications. By choosing all notifications, as soon as I publish a video like the one today, you'll get notified by YouTube so you can stay up to date on the latest camera news and rumors. But that's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you again soon.